I wanted to see, can we break the 100% lifesteal threshold? So basically with bullet lifesteal or spirit lifesteal, the maximum amount of lifesteal that you can get is just 100%. So even if you buy multiple different items, which I will show in a minute, you can only get 100 lifesteal basically. Not 100, sorry, 100% lifesteal. So let's start with bullet lifesteal. So first of all, there are a total of 151 items in Deadlock, and out of which 4 items actually give you bullet lifesteal. So which is active reload, we have bullet lifesteal of course, fury trance and vampiric burst. I'm not considering leech because leech actually gives you both bullet and spirit lifesteal. So this is completely different. And for spirit lifesteal, we have 6 items. So of course, spirit lifesteal, infuser. In bullet, we have spiritual overflow, which actually gives us spirit lifesteal. Spirit shredder bullets also gives us spirit lifesteal. Now this does upgrade to spirit trend, but the lifesteal is still the same. And in spirit, we have mystic reverb, which actually gives us again spirit lifesteal. So there are 6 items that gives us spirit lifesteal, 4 bullet lifesteal, 1 which is leech, and another thing is siphon bullets, which is insanely strong. And we have 2 melee lifesteal items. So I think Valve did a very good job at balancing the lifesteal items. There is actually a very cool thing. That is, Vampiric Burst by default just gives us 80% already, right? If you buy Healing Tempo or, Healing Booster, basically it increases the effectiveness of healing by 20%, and that actually goes for lifesteal as well. So if I buy Vampiric Burst, which is 80%, and now if I buy Healing Tempo, the lifesteal ability is actually increased to 100%. That goes for infuser as well. So it's insane. It's already insane. So I'm already reaching the entire max limit, right? So let me show you that yes, it is impossible for you to go beyond 100%. So let me buy fury trance as well. So passively it just gives us 28%, and active ability it just increases the fire rate. It's not that important. So if I deal a certain amount, I should actually heal the same amount. So let me half my health to an extreme level, and then let's see. So 38 health, and yep, I actually got 38. And actually, even though Vampiric Burst is saying that it is going to give me 100% bullet lifesteal, it actually, the entire lifesteal got divided between these 2 items. So unfortunately, yeah, it is impossible to actually, let me actually show that again. $77, and yeah, you can clearly see I'm getting 78. Again, this is a bit inconsistent. That's what I noticed. So yeah, it's not always more. It's sometimes 1 HP less as well. So yeah, it's not always completely reliable. But either way, you are getting 100% bullet lifesteal, which is great. But you can just get the same thing without buying fury trance as well. So is it impossible to actually break that threshold? Actually, it is possible, and that is mainly because of siphon bullets. Siphon bullets is completely different. It basically steals the max HP of your enemy, and it actually adds that HP to you, and only temporarily. It only steals that HP for 17 seconds, but after that, you just revert back to your old HP. So let me actually show you. Yeah, so 35 of this guy's HP is now mine basically. And if I keep on shooting, he keeps on losing. He literally loses his health. I think you can clearly see that, right? So after certain time, it actually reverts back. So he gains his HP and I also gain my HP back. So yeah, I think you just saw that, right? So now let's again, let me actually reduce all my HP to half, and let's see. So 44, and yeah, it actually, basically I broke the threshold by using siphon bullets. So yeah, this is the only way for us to break the threshold for bullet lifesteal basically. So now I got 100% bullet lifesteal from, Vampiric Burst. But on top of that, I'm actually stealing more HP with the help of siphon bullets. So that's the only way for me to break the threshold for bullet lifesteal. Now let's actually see if it is possible with spirit lifesteal. So I sold all the items. Now let's again buy healing tempo and infuser, which just gives us immediately 100% spirit lifesteal. Now this is where I think we don't have an item like siphon bullets for spirit items, unfortunately, but there is an item called spirit shredder bullets. So what it does is it basically is an additive bonus instead of multiplicative. So unlike every other item, this is honestly very strong. So it actually gives your allies the ability to lifesteal. So let's imagine you are getting, let's imagine 80% with the help of infuser. The spirit shredder basically adds 8% spirit lifesteal, and this is 80%. So what it should do, since it is an additive bonus, it is going to be 88% spirit lifesteal. So by default, how much damage does it do? It does 90 damage. Okay, so now this should do that. 136, and yep, 136. unfortunately, yeah, no matter what I'm doing, it's just dividing my 100% spirit lifesteal into multiple different items. So yeah, unfortunately for spirit lifesteal, it is impossible to actually get similar results as bullet lifesteal. And again, the main reason why even bullet lifesteal won was because of siphon bullets. So yeah, I think there is no item like siphon bullet. And yeah, I think that is unfortunate, but either way, I think in the future we might get similar items to spirit, kind of similar to siphon bullets. But I think this lifesteal is honestly very dangerous, right? It feels unfair to an enemy when they're actually facing against a haze with a siphon bullets and they just use their ultimate and just people just die, right? So that feels kind of unfair. So I think Valve did a great job at balancing the items, because not everyone is trying to go for siphon bullets all the time, right? And out of 151 items, only 4 are bullet lifesteal. So it actually gives a lot of freedom for people to go with either complete, tank items, or, return fire is also a thing, barriers and other items which actually slow enemies the more they shoot them. So this is great for variety, for people not only going for lifesteal all the time, they can actually try and test multiple different things. And Valve did a great job. I tried doing complete lifesteal build with drifter, and immediately I realized that for doing this, right, I'm actually basically sacrificing all of my slots except 2, but drifter requires high fire rate to even deal good amount of damage. And not only that, if you just go full on lifesteal build, you still lose on damage, which is very important for lifesteal, right? So yeah, you cannot only focus on one build. You need to at least focus on 2 things. So either you can go with full on hybrid build, or you can just focus on 2 items, like 2 categories, and just have a really fun time. And I think, again, there is no such thing as a bad item in Deadlock, thankfully. So I heard that, some people saying that Titanic magazine is not a good item. It just gives you this false sense of security of having higher ammos, but in reality, it's not that useful. But in esports event, people are buying Titanic magazine. And I know that it also depends on heroes. Depending on heroes, items also changes. But I think there is no such thing as a bad build. If you're thinking of just building a fun build, so sometimes you might have to buy some insanely stupid items, but it still will work out. And that's great in Deadlock, that everything is possible, like anything you can do. So a support hero can actually become an assassin if you want to. So that's great that Valve actually balanced this entire game in such a unique way that I'm actually very happy to say that there is no such thing as an insanely strong build. I was thinking that which is more strong, like glass Canon build or complete lifesteal build, and it seems there is no concrete answer, because it changes from hero to hero, it changes from person to person, because some might think lifesteal is great, some might say glass cannon is great, and again it really depends, right? So there is no objectively better answer, it is subjective. And that's great that I think as a game, Deadlock did a great job at balancing all the items. That's what I wanted to say. But apart from that, I think this is great that lifesteal is still, even though there are very few items, it still is a very viable build that if you want, you can actually go in that route, like complete vampire build. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider liking and subscribing. Also, it seems, there are rumors that the new Halloween, there are new game modes that Valve is cooking behind the scenes. And if that's the case, then items and meta will also change, right? So I'm really excited what will happen after new game modes are being released. Either way, I just wanted to talk about this. I am having so much fun playing Deadlock. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care of your health, sleep well, and bye bye.